Ghana school feeding program is very loud and very, very encouraging. My happiest day was the day I heard my school was put on the Ghana school feeding program. When I broke this news to my teachers and my people, everybody was excited. We didn't know we had a local association that could give us the best rice, the local rice. The government is advocating that we should eat our own local rice. Fortunately for us, we have been linked with a Single Mothers Association, that's SMA. They provide the rice that our caterer is cooking.
A tradition that got the name Single Mothers, the sister in bed is referred to it because the woman is not allowed to marry a distant relation. It wasn't easy to get us all together. We had to form income generating activities. They gave us training skills to the basket weavers and supported this with a craft center even in Yoruba. As we went along with our different income generating activities, rice was one of those that a great number of the women growing in.
We were doing the rice parboiling individually in our homes. And as single mothers, we came together to do it in bulk because government brought these policies that we should eat our own rice. This school feeding program came in, and we had contracts from the schools, and we had to bid for it. Because our rice is stoneless, we were able to remove stones from our rice, chaff from our rice, wash it well, and it was neatly done. So people started trooping in for our rice. We got to know about the improved rice parboiling through Ministry of Agric and the Food Research Institute. We were also trained by the extension officers as to how parboil the rice in a new technical way to get out the stones and all the chaff. Formerly, we used these aluminum big pots, which couldn't even take one bag of rice. But the Food Research Institute designed these vessels for us through Ministry of Agric and Oxfam. Then they molded this for us. So this one can take about a full bag. So it helps us a lot to do more a day.
You dry the rice for 5 hours. Because the sun is too much hot, it will break. During melee, it will break. So because of that, when we dry it, we don't dry and leave it. We dry and turn it so that the whole rice, the water will be drained out of it.
Because of the extension of our trade with the schools, we had to go in to meet the farmers' coalition to talk with them. Those days, there was no marketing for our local rice.
Initially, we were only producing to have some little market. We have been open to deal with a Single Mothers Association. We are now short of the market, so we have no problem as we used to have. To be able to increase production, were being trained by Trade Aid and then Minister of Agric.
As part of developing them as groups, the emphasis has been not to increase land size, but also the use of the right agronomic practices, application of inputs at the right time, which is very key if we really need to make the maximum yields that we require as farmers.
Formerly, they fill the bags with a lot of chaff. When we bring it and we parboil, we don't get enough. But when we started with the collation, we became part of them. So they decided to do what we want.
We have discussed this thing in a group, and we have agreed that feathering these days should be done on tarpaulins, so that in order not to get stones into it.
Okay.
We also make sure that the winnowing should be done maybe on 2 or 3 times, so that we'll be able to remove all the chaff from it.
We've realized that jasmine rice is what is needed most in the market. The schools, even individuals outside the schools.
We went into demonstration farm to farm jasmine rice only to make sure that we have the seed for each and every farmer in the coalition to grow. So actually now we are into jasmine production, but nothing else.
When they harvest it very dry, we really face problems here because our rice breaks when we parboil and mill. So if you are able to rectify the moisture content of it, and it's able to be harvested normally, then it will also help us produce good whole grain rice.
Okay. As a body, I can assure you that we are working tirelessly to make sure that everything will be improved for the benefit of all of us.
In our trainings, there's emphasis on records keeping. You look at the costs involved in all the activities you are undertaking, and so you're able to make simple calculations to tell if you are breaking even.
We will not have problem making it up to the standards that you want, but it's also costly to go into farming. So at the end of the day, we'll have to sit and then actually come out with a price that will be good for you and us.
If you clean the rice seriously and rectify the moisture content of it, we will add a price so that we can all gain from our labor. Our other problem is monetary aspect of the business.
The basic problem SMA had was the issue of having to pay on the spot to pick up rice, and this required a financial intervention, and so the bank was brought on board. SMA had to acquire a loan from the bank to do ready payments when they pick up the rice from the farmers.
I think this is the role that Trade Aid has played as a facilitator, farmers group to single mothers, and then between single mothers and farmers to the bank, establishing confidence in us that
you agree, instead of us to be going to the bank, after the schools have paid us, we pay you.
We are looking at increasing the promotion of local rice such that we have individuals consuming more of the locally produced rice, and also looking at alternatives such as private canteens and also the military that will pay ready cash to help solve the issue of accumulating interest rates on the loans that are taken from the banks.
Stoneless local rice that's very good for my favorite emutuo, jollof and plain rice. When it's used in the morning for rice water, you can't imagine how my day starts with vigor and vitality. It has all the essential vitamins, minerals and carbohydrates, and is affordable and available all the time.